Okay, so your question was, how do I get started with webinars? Where do I go? Lots of shiny bells and whistles and things that you need, but what do you actually do or need to go out and begin to execute on this? Super simply, I'm sharing my screen here. I'm just going to go to the Mortgage Broker Builder community. Inside of here, I did a post about webinars. So I'm just going to go in here and search because I remember doing one. Webinar. I think I even did it maybe on Zoom. I know that I did hear about it. Zoom webinar. I just want to see if anything shows up. All right. Stop overthinking your first webinar.
There you go.
So I pity the fool who overthinks their first webinar. So this, and I'm going to go in here and just for shits and giggles to go in here and just tag you.
Thank you.
All right. There you are. So I'm going to just tag you. So that will just bring it to your attention. You go in the community, you're going to get popped in there. But here's what's really simple. You can go right into Zoom. And we'll just kind of log into my Zoom. You can go, so you have all the tech already. You pay $15 a month for Zoom. You already have it. I've got a bunch of Zooms. And I have this thing that it wants to see my face. I'll use a pin. Okay. So you have Zoom, you have something that looks like this. You can go right into your meetings. You don't have to pay for any of the extra things up to 100 people. And you can come right in here and you can go to meetings and you can schedule a meeting and we're going to call it my first webinar. All right, so easy. We're going to say you said you like 7 p.m.s on a Thursday. All right, I don't know, but I'm just going to go with what you want. I want to make registration required. So I'm going to click this button and then what it does, and then it wants to know where you're going to do it. I'm just going to say generate something. And by doing this, I'm just going to go through here. I never touch these settings. I'm going to hit save. Okay, you're back. So as soon as, no, you're good. As soon as I required registration, I now get this registration page, right? So I can go in here on my details and I can add a whole bunch of different stuff, right? Registration, send an email to the host. I want to edit this. And I walk you through this in that other video. I'm just doing it quick here. Close registration. You can walk through these links, but it's super easy. My first webinar, details, topic, right? You've got all of your stuff in here. Email settings, branding. If I wanted to upload a banner on it, I'm just going to go, I'm going to use this as my banner. And I'm going to not have a logo. I'm going to go back to my details. I'm going to my first webinar. And I have my attachments, my registration. So you have everything right here. Confirmation. I just want to check one thing here. This is the confirmation that would go out when somebody books it. Again, I'm not doing it all here. I walk you through the whole thing there. Okay, add a description. This is my first one. I'm afraid to do this. I don't know where to go, what to start. How do I even do it? I'm spending all my time thinking about it, none of my time doing it. Okay. Now we have everything in there. We're going to save this. And I've now set up all the tech I need for my first webinar. Every time somebody, and I'm going to take this little thing here, invite link. I'm going to drop this in the chat, and there's now an invite link, and I'll open it up over here in an incognito window just so you can see it. This is what they would get. So now you just start pushing the link up. Oh, why is it? Oh. Too many things open. That's not what I want. Invite. Did you click on the link? Did it take you to a registration page?
It is taking me to join the meeting page, not a registration page.
Let me go back in here. Everyone goes in the waiting room, invite link. So right now I don't have the registration part turned on. Let me go back to there. Registration required. I don't know how that got turned off.
I know, I saw you do it.
Yeah, but I'm also moving around like I got Tourette's over here. Oh, no
We
offense if
all
anybody
do.
has Tourette's. Oh,
No, we all do
So-
that.
that, and when you're trying to do it like this, like when you do a webinar, like I would tell you to be prepared before, go into it with a little something.
Yeah.
So you're not just kind of winging it. But now I'm going to go back here and I'm going to now actually send you the correct link in chat. Paste. And so now it takes you to this.
Let me see, hold on. Yeah, I got to register and join.
Yeah. And again, you can put in all kinds of stuff here in your webinars. And I'm just going to go here and just show you kind of something from the past. I don't really want to do that webinar. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to actually delete that. I don't even know where it is. Well, let's say I went back in time. I could go back and find old meetings. Like I did something with, yeah. So like this one I did with Sam a couple weeks ago. When I go in here, you'll always be able to go back to your registrations, like 45 people registered. When I click view, you get everybody that registered and their email. So you'll be able to capture, right? It's not fancy software. It's going to be a little bit manual. You will get it all here. You can copy this, their email, paste it into your CRM. And now you know who, everybody that did it. And the suggestion that I would make there is I would go in and I would flag them. What do you use for a CRM?
Let's go high level.
So go high level. So I would tag them as CR, like DSCR webinar. That way, if you want to mail it back out to them, and then I'm going to show you. So this was the SAM one that I did. We had 45 people register there. I'm just going to my Zoom. Again, trying to save you from spending 10 grand on something you don't need right now.
Right.
From somebody that spent thousands of dollars on like webinar things to run evergreen webinars and different stuff. I've spent a bunch of money on it and never used it. Then you can go down here. So again, if you have Zoom, you can go to your analytics, meetings and webinars, and you can go in here and see all of your past things that were scheduled through Zoom. I'm going to go into meetings and webinar registration. I'm going to go in here and try and find that meeting. I'm just going to go back a few weeks, search. And so all of your old meetings will be in here. So there's the meeting. 45 people registered. I can hit generate all registrations.
How did you get 45 people to register for that?
So all I did is I promoted it across like a few different places. So you're just going to promote your webinar. If you have agents already that you work with, you're going to promote it to the agents you already work with. There's a guy that just jumped on the call. I don't even know if he's here. Tom runs so inside of there, I'm just going to show you what I get here. So you don't need tech to do these if you already have Zoom. So for $15 a month, you have everything that you need right now for your webinars. And here is this out the backside. And this gives me, again, it's chunky and clunky and not like the most pretty thing, but when you want to figure out how to do it, it shows me who was on, what time they signed on, what their phone number was, what their email is. So I know everybody that was in on that webinar. So again, pretty cool. You have all the tech that you need for your webinar. And people, right, they want to not do anything, or you are sitting there thinking about it. Right now, if you were to get 10 people to show up for your webinar, and you go through the first one and it sucks, Guess who they are? They're 10 people that already know you. They already trust you. Like, you're going to cut your teeth on that one. You're going to get some things. You're going to come up with some slides. And I would just make it really short and sweet. I would try and go 15 minutes because it's easier to be entertaining for a short 15 minutes than it is for an hour. So I would
That's
try.
what you're doing for with the short 15 minutes?
I would go 15 to 30 minutes, a quick hitter, trying to get people, if you want to talk about DSCR loans,
Okay.
like that, you had said you had 4 topics, right? DSCR, first time home buyers. I don't know if it was buy before you sell it. You had 4 topics that
Yep.
you wanted to roll through. So
Yep.
DSCR, I would do 3 to 5 minutes. What is DSCR? Debt service coverage ratio. How does it work? Here's the things. How do they look at Airbnbs versus a long-term rental? Risk equals rate. The more money you put down, probably the better rates you're going to get. If you're trying to do this, we can do them with as little as 15% down. Here's the hurdles that you run into. If your DSCR falls below this, does anybody have an example? Like, you go through, and 15 minutes, you can bore the shit out of somebody talking about DSCR.
Right.
So you don't want to do that. You just want it to be a quick hitter, and then let people know if they registered for your webinar. Even if they can't make it, you'll send them a copy of the webinar when it's done. And then you have to, just in today's world, you have to figure that I can get all the facts that I need from ChatGPT really quickly. I don't ever have to talk to you. What your story part is tying and connecting the dots between what they can get on ChatGPT to how it actually works from a real human being. And if they want something that's read perfectly by AI, they're going to go to that. Like, you want them to show up to hear from you about how you can help them sell more homes. If you're targeting real estate agents, about that. Let me show you 3 ways that I can help you sell 1 or 2 more homes next year, probably from clients that you're already talking to that you just didn't know it worked. Oh, and PS, by the way, did you know that people that do sell cannabis also have loans? We have them where we don't count any income. So like you hit them with a couple other things and make them curious for the next one. But for me, if you can get in front of 10 people on your webinar for 15 minutes, like, people sponsor luncheons all the time that cost them hundreds of dollars. They get 6 people to show up. 5 of them are there for free food, and you get excited because 10 people showed up. Yet to get 10 people to show up here, you feel like you're a failure. Well, only 10 people showed up.
You're not doing any Facebook ads or anything like that.
I have a company that I work with over here called Zoom Casa. I actually just took with them, where I'm there. It's on the down low. I'm like still doing 2 things, but I'm their chief revenue officer now. We ran Facebook webinars here before we had the school community, and we would run Facebook ads. So we were constantly running Facebook ads to purely cold traffic, just real estate agents all across the world. And I ran a lot of Facebook ads. We were spending about $5,000 a month doing that. What's that?
On Facebook ads? On
Facebook ads, targeting agents.
Did you do anything else other than Facebook ads? Did you do LinkedIn or anything? TikTok?
No, we just ran stuff to Meta. Facebook's really easy to run ads to because they find your people for you. And for that particular thing, it's like the product over there at Zoom Casa, probably every agent needs to know about it. We don't have a lot of competition, so it's just more of an awareness play. And when we would tell people about it, they needed to hear it first. So I like to say that I had to find the client, the agent. I had to find the client. I had to make them curious. I then had to go through some like consulting or educating phase to then ultimately be able to close. And it's not that dissimilar. So if you think about it, that's 4 C's. Find your ideal client, whoever you're after, first-time home buyer, agent, DSCR, whatever. So you have to find the client. You have to somehow or another make them curious. From there, you're going to have to consult and educate. You got to tell them what it's about, how they can use it. They don't just need to be closed. And then if you get them all the way down that path, you can get to the 4th thing where you can close them. So I like to use that 4C framework.
Good way to put it.
Yeah, and that's all you're doing with your webinar, right? The curiosity gets them to right? You find the client. Who do you want to go after? How do I make them curious, right? If I'm trying to make a 14-year-old boy curious, it's really easy, right? I show them one thing. If I'm trying to get a 70-year-old something else curious, right? You want to get me curious? Show me a monster truck or something, or some deer hunting video. Like I'm in. Show my wife purses. She'll stop the scroll and check it out. Your client, find what makes them curious, then consult. That's what most of the webinars doing, is that training thing. And then a quick close at the end. But you have all the tools. If you've sold a loan or you've done anything, you have it. It's just, it's in your mind, between your ears, that's holding you back. And if you do enough of them, you get better just by running the reps. Hey, Tom.
On the website that you have, where can I look to kind of bring it in a little bit better for confidence?
So what are you trying to bring in for confidence? I guess I need more clarity on what problem we're trying to.
I could talk all day long.
Okay, good.
How do I gear myself and structure myself as to being the consultant and the educator and making them curious to close the deal?
Do you know what this is?
I haven't seen that one, but I got a paid subscription to chat as well.
Okay, so let's just go down here. And there's a thing, I use a thing called Whisper Flow, where I no longer type.
Yeah.
So I just press down 2 keys and then everything I say gets turned into sentences. If you're a slow typer and you want that, I give people a link. And then if you download 2,000 words, I get a month free. It's $12, but it's like the most rewarding $12 I earn ever. But let me just go through here. Hello, I am a seasoned professional. I'm looking to begin doing webinars. I would like to initially start marketing to agents inside of my database. I would like to discuss DSCR loans, first-time home buyers, run a different subject every week. Can you help me create a webinar flow? Okay, that's you. Let's see what it does. Let's see what the wonderful world of AI does. So it's going to walk me through everything that I need to do. What are their biggest problems? What are their pain points? Case study, right? This would be sharing actual examples. It's almost to the point that even telling people about this stuff it's almost not even a good use of anyone's time, like mine, to just, you can go here and get the best of the best, right? The second somebody figures out a better webinar suggestion, it's instantly in everybody's playbook. But, right, Clarity Call link. And this is my Chat GPT, so it knows me a little bit. But you could even go through, like, here's giving, you could break this out as like a webinar series, parts 1 through 8. And here's what you're going to get for the next 8 weeks. And then just keep rolling people into it. But you're trying to get started with your first one. So I would
What do you have at ChatGPT? What kind of ChatGPT is this?
This is the OpenAI ChatGPT.
So it's just a regular one?
Yeah. And then what I do is I have, so it's just the $20 a month ChatGPT.
All right, me too. That's what I got.
But it also, like, it knows me. I have projects. I have things in here. I've paid for it since the first day you could. So it has a good understanding of who I am. But it gives me exact playbooks. But yours will do the same, right? You just keep asking it questions. Just keep, hey, I'd like this. Like, I can even ask it, what's the best way to attract cold agents? And I don't know if you use anything like MMI, Model Match, Redder. Are you familiar with any of those?
Yeah, I got Model Match.
So a Model Match has got some really cool things coming out. That's going to allow you to go way deeper.
I know. I can't wait for it to come out. We have some of it. Edge has some of it. I'm not sure what we got.
So you're at Edge?
Yeah.
Do you have a FinLocker?
Yeah, I just dropped it. I hated it.
It's a great thing to put on the tail end of your webinar.
FinLocker for the credit reports and stuff. Yeah.
So the agent that's doing DSCR, you can, hey, here's what we got. Here's something, may not be right for all of your clients, but if they have questions about credit, they can link their properties. They can do some different stuff. Like, we have our own version inside of here. So it's going to give me, how should I attract clients? And it walks you through all of those. So I think that you have everything that you need. It's literally just you deciding right now that next week or 2 weeks from Thursday, you're going to run your first webinar, creating a post, put it out into the world, put it out into the ecosystem that you're actually going to do it. So like you need somebody to hold you accountable. And all right, so put it out into the world, somebody to hold you accountable. Then you got to find the clients you want to go after, make them curious, come up with what you're going to do to consult them, and then what's your close going to be at the end. And that's your first webinar. I think keep it 15 to 20 minutes is all you need to do for your initial webinar. And people will appreciate it versus trying to just get in there and talk for too long. And at the tail end of it, the worst thing that happens is they wasted 30 minutes. I don't think as a result of spending 30 minutes with you, they're going to do less business.
So would you do Facebook paid ads for this for coming up in 2 weeks?
I wouldn't, unless you have 0 people in your database.
No, I got people in my database.
And do you think people would show up in your database?
I don't know. I'm petrified. I'm an overthinker.
Yeah, now I would start with your database. Your first one's going to not be, it's going to be kind of shitty. It's not going to be awesome. I'm telling you the truth. It's just the truth. The first time you go golfing, you suck. The first time you do anything, you suck at it. So why go out and spend a bunch of ads to have somebody come in and you like be clunky in front of your friends, right? Like we were all teenagers in front of our own parents because we never would have got married through that awkward phase. So just like my advice would be start with your own group, come up with however you want to do it, series of 8, whatever it is that you're going to do. And then from there, have clients, curiosity, consult, some type of close, and then your close is whatever you want them to do next. And I'm just going to show you one thing. This is something my wife does. She owns a brokerage, the Mortgage Mom Squad. Let me see if I can find one, if there's one in here. Squad. .com/HKC. I don't know. Oh, why this isn't showing up. There you go. So this is something that she does with all of her agents. So this is one of her agent partners. They probably do, this is her agent partner, this is her, they probably do 25 closings together a year. Somewhere in that ballpark, a couple every month. And so on the tail end, if they're doing webinars together, what she offers to her agent partners, and you could do this to yours, hey, if we decide to work together, you want to do DSCR stuff, we put together these neat little, this is all done in high level, right? This is just a high level website. We make these little landing pages for you. We provide it to the agent with a custom URL. Then inside of here, agent, thanks for sitting through here. If you want to send me deals or you want to do more, and then we've got their co-branded FinLocker app. So it's shared because agents suck at sharing the app. So we make it really easy for the agent to share the app. We give them these calculators that we use. It's a co-branded calculator. My wife and the agent on a co-branded calculator. If you're doing DSCR, you show them the DSCR calculator. Hey, agent, you can have this. This is part of your close. What are you going to get when you work with me? You get a FinLocker app. You get a co-branded calculator. And then what else you get is I like to make sure that I know where all my clients come from. I hate when I get a referral and I don't know where it goes. So we've got an apply now link that's co-branded. So agents, if this DSCR thing sounds like it's not crazy, you might have some clients. You got clients that have questions about credit and all that. And you just want a handy dandy calculator. You don't want them to go to Zillow to check out the calculators on Zillow. Let me know. I need a headshot, or I can just go find one online. I need a headshot and I can get you all 3 of these things. Takes me about 2 or 3 days. As long as I have a commitment from you that you are indeed actually going to share the link and I didn't do it just to waste my time. You're going to share the link? Yes. Okay, awesome. And that would be my close at the end.
Cool.
So easy peasy, right? I explained it all in 30 minutes. And now you have everything that you needed to make your first webinar. The big question is, 1, I went really fast and you're not going to remember half of this. And 2 is, when are you going to do it? What's the date?
My accountability partner?
Yeah. What is the date for your?
Hold
Yeah,
on.
let's pull up a calendar. You got month end coming in there. There's all kinds of excuses, tax day, golf
Who cares?
outings, spring
What,
break,
April 9th? April 9th.
April 9th. Okay. So April 9th, I need you to do right now. How many people are on your team?
2 people, 3 people, really.
3 people. You got a boss, husband, anybody that cares about you, loves you, and wants to see you do well.
My husband.
So here's what I need you to do. Go in right now. I'm going to give you my email.
Yep.
John at CEO1440.com. It's in the chat. I need you, when we get off here, to send an email to your team. You don't have to send it to your husband. He might think it's weird. Why am I getting emailed with some guy? But send it to your team and say, we're doing a webinar on this day. I don't know how we're going to do it, but we're going to do a webinar on this day, and copy me. So now you've thrown it out into the world. Now you look silly if you don't do it.
Can I just do it one-on-one?
No, you got to do all these things.
All right.
I was a personal trainer is what I graduated from college with a degree in exercise physiology and dietetics. And I was a personal trainer, and I used to, with my training clients, I used to make them all take a picture on our first day in just like a bikini or bra and underwear. And they got to put it in an envelope. And we didn't show it to anybody, right? But if they stopped doing the stuff and we were going to post them in the gym, people were mortified. They didn't want to get seen that way. So you have to have people hold you accountable. Because we just, our monkey brains want to do things as easy as possible. Like we don't want to do any more work than we absolutely have to. We would lay under a tree and eat coconuts all day for the rest of our lives.
Wouldn't that be nice?
Maybe I would get sick of coconuts probably after a little bit, but.
That's the first webinar, April 9th. I'll send out an email with you on it. I'll put my team on it. And then I'm sending it out to my people in my CRM of agents. That's it, just the agents.
I would probably like start with your agents is a really good place. And I'm going to do this. I'm going to share also for you inside of the chat, copy link. I am sharing for you inside of here, and I would copy this right now. If you click on that link that I just put in there in the chat, that will pull up what I did inside of ChatGPT. It should pop up on your screen. You should be in what I already did. So you can take that as your initial blueprint and start building off of that.
Okay. That helps.
So the other guy was going to charge you 10 grand. I'm going to send you a Stripe link for 2,500. I just gave you way more at a fraction of the cost. Is that a crazy idea? Does that sound fair?
Perfect.
Perfect. I will send you the link. Actually, I'm not. I said this was free, so it's free. But yeah, most of this, like I said, it's not, nothing we do is hard. It's only difficult to get started and stick with it long enough until you get good at it.
All right. Thank you. I appreciate it.
So, well, awesome. I have to jump. I had 30 minutes. I'm now 9 minutes over. I have something at 1, but hopefully this was helpful.
It was extremely helpful. Thank you.
Get out there and make it happen. I am looking for my email, and I have high expectations of this thing. I'm joining the webinar. I want to see a registration link, a picture. Like, you got it all. It's all out there. Easy peasy. You got this.
All right. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Awesome. Have a great day. Thank you all.
Bye-bye.